Alrighty, let's do this. Yeah, so I don't have like a proper setup. I'm looking here. Yeah, I don't have a proper setup yet, so I'm just chilling on the floor here with my elephant friend. So today I am doing a sit down video, which I've never ever done before until now, which is really exciting. I'm going to be doing 10 things that I wish I knew before I travelled to Japan. So I'm currently living in Japan. I arrived here like 2.5 weeks ago, and I've been here before actually. I was living here 2015 to 2015 to 2016. So I'm back again and I'm so excited because I love Japan so much. It's my daisuki, and yeah, I just love sharing everything about this country with you all. So yeah, let's get started. Number one, so people have this, I know some people think that because Japan is in Asia and it's a foreign country, they can't speak the language, that it's really hard to get around and travel places. But honestly, I actually find Japan way easier to get around than being back home. And like, coming from someone like me who has no sense of direction and I have no idea where I am most of the time, yeah, the train system and just transport in general in Japan is really efficient, really reliable. So yeah, if you're coming to Japan, yeah, trains will be your best friend. And for that you can get like a little, it's called Suica, like a little go-card. Yeah, a little train pass that you can top up, or you can also get a JR Rail pass, which is also very reliable if you're wanting to like travel around not just Tokyo but around the country a bit more. Number two, something that I've just recently discovered is that there are no street names like anywhere in Japan. So if you're looking up where someone lives or like a shop or something, it's not like George Street or Ann Street. It's named by like the city and like the prefecture and like the area that it is. So yeah, it's very difficult, especially when you're going to a restaurant or something and you're looking it up on Google Maps. Sometimes, which I've done a lot of the times, I've just gotten so lost because Google Maps won't actually take you to the right place. It'll just put you like in that area, and then you're like walking around for like who knows how long, for half an hour trying to find this building. So the best way is, yeah, looking up on Google Maps. It's a good way to find the place you're going to, but also looking at the landmarks around that area. Train stations are also really close to a lot of things. So yeah, it's always good, I think, to have like a like Google Maps is good, but like if you have a normal old school map, that's really handy too. Okay, number three, there are actually no rubbish bins in public in Japan, not that I've seen. So Japan's actually one of the cleanest place that I've ever visited. Yeah, there's people on the street sweeping up leaves. It's so clean, which is great. But it's annoying when you just need a rubbish bin for your banana peel or packet or plastic, whatever you need to put in the bin. Number four, always bring cash with you, because although there are ATMs around, like in 7-Eleven or some shops, and some of them don't read international cards, so it's best that you bring cash. Yes, because cash you need for everything, for food, for transport. Yeah. Number five, something I've just learned recently, is that the water is safe to drink. Yeah, you're not gonna die from the water if you drink tap water. It's completely fine, but just as a precaution, I bought like a little little tap filter from 100 yen. 100 yen is like a whole other thing. That's a shop that's really cool. You can buy lots of things at. But yeah, 100 yen, you can get like a little water filter if you're like staying here for a long time, or if you're just visiting, it's fine if you drink the water. It's completely fine. But yeah, bottled water is also very convenient to have. You can get that from 7-Eleven. Yeah, cool. So, number 6. Some people are scared of like coming to Japan or just a foreign country because, you know, the food is very different. But in Japan, you know, they do have their traditional like sushi, ramen, all delicious foods that I love. And sweet potato. Oh yeah, sweet potato is a great food here. It's not like any other sweet potato. It's yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, they do have the traditional foods like, you know, sushi, ramen, you know, yeah, very traditional Japanese foods. But there are a lot of westernized restaurants as well. So there's McDonald's, there's Starbucks. They love like the Italian. I see a lot of Italian restaurants here in Tokyo. A lot of bakeries. Yeah, there's a lot of food here. So you won't go hungry, you won't go starving. So yeah. And number 7 sort of relates to number 6 a bit. There are no, there's not many like food labels in English here, which can be kind of like frustrating and kind of scary, or not scary, but like, can't think of the word. Bit overwhelming. Yeah, bit overwhelming if you can't read what you're eating, especially if you have allergies or, you know, you're trying to avoid certain foods. So Google Translate is good for that. So download Google Translate because you can use the little camera thing and then you take a photo of the label and it'll tell you it's got fish, eggs, meat, dairy. But you can't go wrong with, like, if you go to a restaurant, you know, rice, veggies, fruit, beans, like Japan are all about that stuff, which I love. Number 8. Oh, there's like too much that I want to like say right now. The train lines are like, they're very organized. It's like color coded, the different lines, and there's people at the desk who can speak English and help you. So definitely take advantage of that. Yeah, it's really good. But there was a but. Oh yeah, but the trains do not run 24 hours. So I think the last train normally would be around like 11:30, and then the first train would be like at 6 AM. So yeah, keep that in mind when traveling. Hyperdia, I'll put that right here. Hyperdia is a great app to use to look up which train you're wanting to get on. So yeah, use that app. Yeah, the trains, they're that organized that they are literally not like a second late. Like, they will turn up if it's trains at 7:24, it'll be there at 7:24. No, you'll be leaving at 7:24. So always make sure you're on time. It goes for buses, for anything. Yeah, which is really great because it helps you to be organized and stay on top of things. For 9, make sure that you can wear shoes that can be taken off easily, because some restaurants, especially the traditional ones, it's polite for you to take off your shoes before you enter. And even some shops that I've been to, I know that the gym that I go to, you have to take off your shoes before you enter. So yeah, just a courteous thing. And speaking of courtesy, Japan are very polite. The people there, if you come, they're so polite, they're so well mannered. So that means that, you know, to respect their culture, try not to be too loud in public, especially on the trains. No, you keep the voice down, no talking, or you can talk, but just talk quietly. No like big blowing your nose in public, a lot of those things. Don't go wearing bare feet anywhere. Make sure you're always covered up. Yeah, just to respect the culture, and the people will really appreciate that too. And number 10, animal cafes. Okay, so last time that I was here, I went to a lot of animal cafes, because you know that was the thing that you do. So I went to the hedgehog cafe, went to a dog cafe, went to an owl cafe, didn't go to a cat cafe, but the rabbit cafe, yeah, the rabbit and hedgehog one was together. But since then I've learned a lot about how animals are treated in like zoos and cafes, like situations like that, when they're caged up, or you know, the owls, like they're chained down, their feet are chained down to these little like pieces of wood that they have to sit on and take photos with. Yeah, so you know, watching documentaries and doing some research on how animals are actually treated, maybe see from a different perspective, and we're sort of just using them for like getting cute photos, and for, you know, like it's not, if you really like look at it, like it doesn't make sense for them to be in that situation. You know, they should be out in the wild, free, like flying around, you know, running around in the field, but instead, like, you know, you see them for that like hour that you're there, but you don't see like what happens behind closed doors. You don't know how these people would be treating the animals if they're you know, if they're fed enough, or if they're let out of their cages. Yeah, so that's, you know, it is great to see animals that you don't normally see. I know, like from Australia, we don't have hedgehogs or like owls that we can go pat, but it's always good to think about before you go what you're paying for, and yeah, if these animals are actually happy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to this time because, yeah, I just feel really, I don't feel like it's the right thing to do to these animals. So yeah, have a think about that. I hope that rant made sense. It wasn't even a rant. I hope that made sense a little bit. That was just like a random thing I wanted to talk about. That's literally just like skimmed the surface, but they're just like 10 basic things about Japan. But I would really want to do like maybe like a video series of like 10 places to go in Tokyo, or 10 things to do in summer in Tokyo or Japan, or like 10 things that you can buy from 7-Eleven. Cool, thanks camera. So my camera just cut off my sentence. What was I saying? Yeah, because what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, I would absolutely love to do more little mini series videos like this, because yeah, there's just so much about Japan that I want to share. So comment down below if anyone's even watching this, what 10 mini series thing that you would like me to do on, whether it be food, culture, language, like Japanese phrases that are really helpful when traveling to Japan. Let's get connecting. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Oh my god.